You just paid off your credit card, and suddenly your car needs a $1,000 repair, and you are right back in debt, wondering why you can never get ahead. This cycle destroys more budgets than almost anything else, but there is a simple solution that most people have never heard of called sinking funds. A sinking fund is money you set aside regularly for expenses you know are coming, but that do not happen every month. Think about it. Your car insurance might be due twice a year. Christmas happens every December. Your car will eventually need new tires, and your phone will not last forever. These are not emergencies. They are predictable expenses. Yet most people treat them like financial surprises and either blow their budget or go into debt to cover them. Here is how sinking funds work. First, make a list of all those irregular expenses you face throughout the year. Car insurance, car maintenance, medical co-pays, gifts for birthdays and holidays, annual subscriptions, home repairs, vet bills, whatever applies to your life. Next, estimate how much you will need for each category over the next 12 months. If your car insurance is $600 twice a year, that is $1,200 annually. Divide that annual amount by 12 to get your monthly sinking fund contribution. For car insurance, you would set aside $100 every single month. Now, here is the key. You need to actually separate this money so you do not accidentally spend it. You can open a high-yield savings account and keep track in a spreadsheet, or use budgeting apps that let you create categories, or even use the old envelope method with actual cash. Some people open multiple savings accounts and label each one. The method does not matter as much as the consistency. Every time you get paid, you fund your sinking funds just like you would pay a bill. When that car insurance bill arrives, you simply transfer money from your car insurance sinking fund to your checking account and pay it. No stress, no scrambling, no credit card debt. The beauty of sinking funds is they turn unpredictable chaos into predictable routine. You stop having financial emergencies because you have already prepared for them. Your budget stops breaking because you are not getting blindsided by expenses you should have seen coming. Let me give you a real example. Say you set up sinking funds for car insurance at $100 per month, car repairs at $75 per month, Christmas at $50 per month, and medical expenses at $40 per month. That is $265 per month total going into sinking funds. Yes, that might feel like a lot, but here is the truth. You are already spending this money. You are just doing it in a panicked, reactive way that makes you feel broke and out of control. With sinking funds, you are simply being proactive instead of reactive. Most people who start using sinking funds say it is the single most stress-relieving financial tool they have ever implemented. You stop feeling like money is constantly slipping through your fingers. You stop fighting with your partner about unexpected expenses. You stop using your emergency fund for things that are not actually emergencies. Speaking of emergency funds, sinking funds actually protect your emergency fund. A true emergency fund should be for genuine unexpected crises like job loss or a major medical event, not for your annual car registration or your kid needing new school shoes. When you have sinking funds handling the predictable stuff, your emergency fund can actually do its job. Start small if you need to. Pick your top 3 budget busters and create sinking funds just for those. As you get comfortable with the system, add more categories. Track your spending for a few months to see what irregular expenses keep popping up and catching you off guard. The goal is not perfection, it is progress. You might underestimate how much you need at first, and that is okay. Adjust your amounts as you learn. The important thing is you are breaking the cycle of financial panic. You are taking control instead of letting expenses control you. Sinking funds are not sexy or exciting, but they are incredibly powerful. They are the difference between constantly feeling behind and finally feeling like you are getting ahead. They turn budgeting from a restrictive punishment into a tool that actually gives you freedom and peace of mind. So take 30 minutes this week to set up your first sinking fund. Pick one expense that always seems to derail you and start setting aside money for it now. Future you will be incredibly grateful you did.